So before I get started with this story, I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be a new series on my channel, the Life Story series. Some will be funny, some will be sort of like the sit back, relax, and enjoy the show kind of story. If you guys are excited for this series, be sure to leave a like, some comments below for the series ideas maybe. And I just want you guys to know, before I get started in this story, that if my mom ever sees this video, I'm going to die. She still thinks I've never tried pot. She thinks I'm never going to try it. She thinks it's like the worst thing in the world. So if my mom ever finds this video on my channel, if she ever finds my channel, I'm dead. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoy. So I was about to turn 17 and I was thinking of having a huge party on my birthday. And usually I get really drunk at parties and I like to get crazy. And I remember that, like, you know what, it's my birthday, I want to try something special. So I wanted to get high, but I've never done it before. So I decided that, you know what, I'm going to get high a week before for my first time, because I've heard that people have had terrible first experiences. So I've never really wanted to like get high, but everyone I talk to around me, all my friends, everyone in my school pretty much has tried weed and still does it often. So really, I was kind of the odd one out, and I decided that, you know what, I may as well try it because it's not that bad. I obviously know that it's not as bad as alcohol, so I was not against the idea of trying it. I was just never interested, so I decided finally, you know what, let's get high the week before my party. And so after school, me and my friends that day, we headed to Far Park, and that's basically like a park near my school, and there's like a little bridge and just a little creek. Everyone usually gets high there, but basically, it was a really shitty day, and in Canada, since that's where I live, guys, the weather is pretty fucking terrible. It gets really cold and really wet and just gross, and so that day, the weather was just not agreeing with us. The weather was cloudy and it was very cold. And as we were getting there, it started getting really windy and it started raining. So rolling up a joint was probably the hardest thing my friend had to do. I've never done that and I still don't know how. But he was working on it. And after like a good 20 minutes of just trying to do it, he finally did it. They started lighting it up and the joint came to me. Now, I've never smoked anything before, so obviously I don't know what to do with it. Like, I have a relative idea, but like, you know, I've never actually gotten high and I never actually smoked a cigar or a cigarette or anything. The most I've ever done before this was a vape. And like, basically, I took a puff and I did it wrong, clearly. And I started coughing and it tasted disgusting. My lungs started burning. It was just terrible. So my friends were like, "Yo, bro, what the fuck are you doing?" So I decided, you know what, I gotta try it again. I take a puff again, and this time I decided I'll like hold it in because that's what my friends were telling me, and I did. And after a while, I started coughing, so I didn't feel anything. But my friends, they were all zooked. They were all gone. Like they did not know what they were doing. They didn't know where they were, and they were just like faded as hell. I'm just sort of standing there like, what's going on? And even my friend who was rolling up the joint, he had to roll up the second one, and he was gone. So after he finished rolling the second joint, I actually started to feel something. Like I started feeling this like buzzy feeling, and everything started feeling fuzzy, and like if everything felt slow motion, and my head felt slow, and like my face just felt frozen. And then I don't know what it was, but like every time I looked at my friend, I would start dying. Like I would just start laughing my ass off, and it was literally the weirdest thing ever. It's the weirdest feeling ever. Because, like, there's no reason I'd be laughing. I'm just fucking laughing like a little retard. Like, if someone else was watching, it'd probably be hilarious to see me high my first time. And, like, we decided, you know what? We have the munchies. We gotta go to Pizza Hut. And I hate Pizza Hut, but you know what? We decided to go there anyway. And on our way there, we had to take the bus. And I was like, holy shit. I feel like everyone's gonna notice me. I was, like, so sketched out around me. Like, everyone around me seemed like they knew. And it's just like, oh my god, he knows I'm high. He knows I'm high. And I was like, this is the scariest feeling ever. But after the bus ride, my eyes were obviously bloodshot. So I tried to like keep it low key. We decided to go to Pizza Hut. We were in there. I don't remember much, but I know that time like flew by. And somehow I was just instantly eating my food. We were instantly eating pizza. I finished a whole fucking pizza and like a ton of wings. Dude, like, I don't even know how I finished all that food. Like, it just disappeared in front of me. And it was the best pizza I've ever had in my life. Like, it was incredible. And, you know, having the munchies, I feel like it's one of the greatest things ever about being high is just being able to eat any food and just enjoying it. And I was like in shock at how good it was. And I was just so into eating it. Like, I didn't look away. I looked at what was right in front of me, and that was my food. So After that, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna head home because I feel tired and just ate so much. Like, I felt like I was just fucking, I could barely walk. I was like waddling around, and basically, I was like, oh shit, my mom might be home. So I had to obviously call my mom up, see, like, hey mom, are you home? Which I could have just walked by my house and seen if her car is there, but you know, fuck logic when you're high. So I called her up. I'm like, yo, what's up, mom? Are you home? And she's like, why? That's the first thing my mom always asks when I ask her, are you home? Why? She does not trust me one bit because honestly, I have too much shit happening in my house when she's not home. But she was like, yes, I'm coming home soon. And I'm like, oh, fuck. So even though she was coming home soon, I couldn't stay outside because it was cold and gross. And my friends had already left Pizza Hut as well. So I was doomed to go home. So I was like, all right, this is what I gotta do. I head into my house. I get there. Obviously, no one's home. The first thing I do, I take my jacket. I go to my room. I bring my jacket up. And I throw my jacket onto my balcony. And it's just sitting there outside in the cold and wet. And I'm like, no, I can't have the smell, man. So I do that. And then I just, somehow, I end up passing out in my bed. And the next thing I know, like, I wake up like 4 hours later. And my mom is like legit staring at me in my room. And she's like, what the fuck are you doing? Were you drunk? And I was like, no, I just, I was really tired after school, man. And I was just done with that. I guess that's the first time I got high. It was my only time ever getting high. I got high a couple times after that. I'm not really a pot smoker. I don't really enjoy doing it as much as I like getting drunk at parties. It's a lot more fun in my opinion. I like being more exuberant because I feel like weed makes you just sort of like lazy and it makes things really relaxed. And I'm not I don't like being relaxed, man. It's just not my style. Anyway, if you guys want more stories, be sure to comment some down below. Leave a like if you guys enjoyed this. Obviously, this is my first time ever talking to you guys about something about my life. So I'm going to keep doing these. Obviously, the story also wasn't that funny, but, you know, it's a sit back, relax, and enjoy the show kind of story. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys enjoyed.